The crisis in Venezuela continues.
The Maduro regime refuses to allow humanitarian aid into the country,
rations power,
and like all socialist dictators, lives large while average Venezuelans flee to Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and the United States.
It is a refugee and humanitarian crisis.
Contrary to what some on the radical fringes might say, Democrats, Republicans, and Independents agree on the problem. We agree on the solution and who is ultimately responsible for the 61,000 Venezuelans who came to our shores.
The problem is Castro communism propping up Maduro socialism.
Two ideologies responsible for untold deaths
and unspeakable human rights abuses are desperately hanging on to power as their people yearn for freedom.
We all stand with the people of Venezuela. The voices of discord and division can't change that fact.
Our brothers and sisters inside and outside of Venezuela deserve the help of the United States.
So what can or should we do?
1. We must stop dividing our communities.
2. We must acknowledge that socialism is a deadly and evil ideology that must be taken on and defeated.
3rd, we must protect Venezuelan refugees in the United States.
And 4th, we must identify bad actors and criminals abusing the refugee and asylum process.
5th, we must preserve the rule of law no matter how painful. Many of our parents and grandparents fled oppression and their struggle began where law broke down.
Lastly, we must reject the harshest voices and those who stand to benefit from conflict, and instead work with the vast majority of Floridians who welcome Venezuelans to America.
We must do all this and more.
But we must also tell the truth.
The truth is, those who choose to break the law and are also in this country illegally have no right to stay. Coming here illegally in search of a better life is one thing. Coming illegally and committing crimes is a totally different thing.
Florida should never be a refuge for lawlessness.
But it should be a haven for those who seek to come to our shores the right way.
And to live as law-abiding citizens who love their adopted homeland with the fervor of those native-born.
I support Homeland Security, keeping our streets safe, and deporting those convicted of crimes back home.
And contrary to what some say, all of you watching know it is possible to be pro-immigrant and pro-rule of law.
I know this issue involves passionate debate, but it must also evoke truth.
And the truth is, Venezuela needs our help, and for every day we let marginal voices drive this debate, it's another day Castro and his puppet in Caracas get to abuse their people.
Let us unite.
Let us speak with one voice.
One voice.
One voice.
One voice. And let the people of Venezuela taste freedom.
Taste freedom.
Taste freedom again.